Hello crafters and welcome to this week's From Picture to Page and Beyond Papercraft Show update. I'm Michelle Brown, Creative Director from Picture to Page, which is our scrapbooking, mixed media art and paper crafting community. And isn't community so important for us at the moment? Now today I've got a dash of inspiration. We're going to recap season 3 of Plan C. We're going to have a quick update on the Papercraft Posse Happy Mail card swap. And then we've got some news, finally, about our Sandown show. So firstly, our dash of inspiration. And of course, if you're watching here live, or even if you're watching a recap, pop in the comments, say hi, just like Wendy and Carol and Rosalind and Christine have done. It's so lovely to know that you're all there and, like we said, part of this crafting community. Any questions, pop them in the comments. And if we don't get to them during this video, we will definitely make sure we follow them up. And of course, we're looking forward to hearing from you all. And let's kick it off. Okay. Dash of inspiration today. I want to offer a bit of a challenge to you. I want to encourage you to share your work. Now the reason sort of behind this thinking is a couple of different things. Firstly, our Papercraft Posse group is our Facebook group. We've got nearly 800 members. That is just staggering. But when I was writing this week's email, I found that it was kind of the same people sharing. Now, definitely nothing against our wonderful crafters that are sharing. Please continue. But we find that it's the same people, and we've got 800 people in that group. We've got 5,000 people here following us on Facebook. So I'd really like to encourage you to share your work. And I guess there's sort of two sides to that. Firstly is maybe you don't feel your work is worthy, or when you see others you're finding it overwhelming. Everybody was a beginner once, and those that share and may have been doing it for a while, maybe it's taken them weeks and weeks to perfect, or we only see the good ones and we don't see the 99 other ones that they've thrown aside. But if you don't think you're good enough, I want to challenge you, and I don't think that's the truth. I think you are good enough, and I would love you to share. If not on the Papercraft Posse, there's so many different Facebook groups. There's card making, there's journaling, there are some that are just based in Australia, there's some that are a bit broader. So please find a group where you feel comfortable, or even if it's on your own Instagram page, and share your work. So perhaps you feel you don't deserve to share it, or you don't deserve praise, or maybe you're not looking for it, but I think it's just such a lovely way to record your work and bring joy to others. Now, of course, the other side of that is maybe you feel that you don't know how. And again, I want to challenge you on that. In these days with access to the internet, which is how you're watching us now, and access to Google, there is no excuse for not knowing how to do something. Now, whether you're watching us on an iPad or a smartphone, or you've got kids or friends, find out how you can take a photo and how to upload it in either the Papercraft Posse group or your own Facebook page or wherever it might be. But I really do want to encourage you to share. The other thing that's got me thinking this week is that with my mixed media art hat on, we had a call for our design team. I'm looking for some help to do some different projects with our products. We've just got too much in stock, and I'm just having trouble keeping up. And I was really fascinated. I had some fantastic applicants, and I'll definitely get back to you ladies soon. But I was actually surprised at how few people applied. Now, we kept the criteria really open. You know, I'm not necessarily looking for the best work. And again, nothing against the ladies that have applied. Lovely work, and really looking forward to working with them. But I just do wonder how many people think, oh, maybe my work's not good enough. And looking for good artwork, again, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? What do you define good? I'm also looking for people that are reliable and that can take photos and, you know, just can meet deadlines and that sort of thing. So having good artwork is only really part of the equation when you're doing something like applying for a design team. You might have the best artwork in the world, but if I have trouble relying on you, then that makes it really challenging for me as well. So my dash of inspiration, I'll get off my soapbox now, is I want to encourage you to share. I want to encourage you to apply for things, to put yourself out there, to just do it. Because if we keep hiding under our rock and we don't want to share them, it gets us so far, but it doesn't get us to that next level. And that's what I love about the Papercraft Posse group. So many people are so generous with sharing what they've made, and then also, you know, helping and answering questions and offering feedback as well. And for all of you out there, and even if you're a Stampin' Up demonstrator or with Kazaz or close to my heart, I don't mind you promoting what you've been working on within the Papercraft Posse. Definitely I'm not talking about 10 posts a day, but once a week or so, and just sharing, this is what I've used, this is what it's come from. And if people do want to reach out and get in touch, that's great. But we really want to look at sharing and just being part of that community as well. So that's my encouragement and inspiration for this week. Start sharing your work. Get yourself out from under that negative talk and come and share and be part of our community. Okay, Plan C, we have just finished up season 3 and what a fantastic season it was. Another 6 weeks has gone by. Goodness knows how we've ended up in September. And so to recap, we had Jen with the Peninsula Papercraft ladies, and they did a fantastic shading demonstration with the inks and the brushes. Kathy from Eclectic Images had a fantastic demonstration with blending with her inks. We had Jen from Hillbilly having a lot of fun with salad spinners and alcohol inks, and we've also had some of those cards shared back in the Posse group as well. We had Mary from Craft Zone with her amazing cards, and I'm still really interested in trying that fabric through the embossing machine. I think that was a fantastic tip. We had Michelle from Snazzy Scrapping with their fantastic new release of Australian animals and flora for their Christmas range, and I think for those of you that do love to make cards and send them at that time of year, really go and check her sets out. They come with the stamps, they come with the dies. Even if you're not really one for colouring in, I think there's just so much you can do with them, and of course their creator cards just make it so simple to make really fascinating, fantastic cards. And finally, on Friday, Wendy and I had a chat when I was wearing my mixed media art hat, and we talked about projects for using up our leftovers. And it was actually a fascinating chat because it turns out Wendy's not one for keeping bits, whereas I am one for keeping every single little bit. So it was really fascinating to look at different card projects, art journaling, some scrapbooking layouts, just some really fun little projects there. So whether you have got scraps that you need to use up, or you might want to create some for those projects, go back and check that out. And of course, all the details are at the website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au. Just scroll down and click on the Plan C logo, and that will have all of the episodes from Season 1, Season 2 and Season 3. So we've got 3 lots of 6, 18 videos there. It's nearly 18 hours of video where we can connect you with different retailers, give you a whole heap of different ideas, and of course we really do appreciate you continuing to support our retailers. And when we say support our retailers, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're buying from them. We understand that times can be tough. Sometimes we have to be very selective, but supporting our retailers also through following their Facebook page, following their Instagram, leaving comments, sharing it with your crafty friends, and that's just another way that you really can support all of us. Okay, so next is our Papercraft Posse and our Happy Mail card swap. This last week I've received another couple of cards. If you've sent something off late and you're worried that I don't have it, send me a message, but I do think I've got them all in, and I will be swapping them on Wednesday and sending them out. So I'll make sure that I put a note in the Posse when it goes, so keep an eye on your letterbox. And thank you to all the people that participated. Again, it was such a lovely way of seeing some different cards, sharing them when we went through our different openings, and just get some ideas on different techniques, on compositions, on colours. And again, those are both on YouTube, and our YouTube channel is From Picture to Page, and you can see all of those videos there as well. Okay, so this week our other Facebook group endeavour is our Making It group. Now, Making It is starting this week on Wednesday the 15th of September, and we have a special separate Facebook group for that, so we don't have to slam the Papercraft Posse group. And so we've celebrated this week with 2 moderators. We've got Liz and Stephanie coming on board to help me moderate the P2PCrafts Making It Posse group. And we will have a post for every episode so we can keep all the information in there and try and reduce spoilers. And I'm so looking forward to getting to know the contestants, to seeing some of their projects, discussing their wins and some of their challenges, and really looking forward, as we've said, to have craft distributed to the mainstream media, because I think there definitely is not enough of it. So if you want to be part of that group, just search P2PCrafts Making It Posse. A couple of questions to join, and then come and be part of that conversation. We're really looking forward to it. Okay, finally, our big news for our Sandown show. Now, it is not the news that we were hoping for, and with 4 weeks away from those dates in October, I am here to tell you that, unfortunately, we need to be taking the Sandown show online. So for those of you that have seen the news on email, you would have already read it, and for those retailers, hopefully you've seen that in your inbox as well. Big decision. I felt we left it as late as we could. We're only 4 weeks out, as I said, and I think the chances of the Victorian COVID restrictions easing to a point where we can have a decent number of people together at the Sandown Raceway is just not going to happen. And even as Wendy and I were chatting about it, even if our restrictions relax, and even if we can go back to getting some people together, I don't think we're going to be getting the people together that we'll need to run a show. So that's the sad news, and that's been a very hard decision to make over the last few weeks. But we will be taking it online. So again, the great thing about that is we get really focused time with each of our retailers. We can reach more of you. Some of you would not have been able to travel down to Melbourne for that show anyway. So this way we can reach out to people across Australia and around the world. And of course, then we've got the recordings or the replay. So you can go back and watch something again or watch it, place an order. And then once you've got your goodies, go and have a play along that side as well. So please make sure you've got marked in your diary Friday the 15th, Saturday the 16th and Sunday the 17th of October 2021. More details will be coming up. We've now reached out to the retailers, like I said, and they're starting to book in their sessions, starting to think about what they can do. We're then going to reach out to a few other crafters as well, because last year we had Marlene, we had Cheryl, we had Eileen, so we had a few international crafters as well, and we'll see who we can get this year. It might be an interesting mix of retailers that we know and perhaps some new ones as well. So I must thank you all for your emails and for your messages. Yes, everyone does understand that it was a bit inevitable, but it still makes it hard, and I know how much we were all looking forward to in-person shows, and like I said, just in October at Sandown, it's just not going to happen. So we've of course got the Peninsula show in November, which is another 4 weeks or 5 weeks after that. So again, let's have our fingers and toes crossed and hopefully we can do something in person there. If not, we will be looking at a fantastic lineup for our 5 shows again in 2022. And who would have thought? Okay, I think that's it from me today. So a dash of inspiration. I want to encourage you to share your work. Please take a photo, share it with us, regardless of how you feel it is. Just come and share. Let other people offer help if you need it. The Posse is a great place for asking questions. Excellent. Thanks, Laurel. Yes, I think it's going to be better than nothing than an online show. So yeah, come and share your work. Just learn so much from it and then learn so much from others as well. It's just, we have such a lovely crafting community and we'd like to share you, to share your work. And please, if you catch that little voice in the back of your head telling it's not good enough, you just make sure you hear my voice and say, yes, it is, you can do it. And if you don't know how to do it, find out someone who can help. Plan C Season 3 is now wrapping up, but all of the recaps are now on our website from picturetopageandbeyond.com.au. You can see all these 6 sessions from this season and the last 2 seasons as well. Happy Mail Swap will be going out this week. If you have sent a card and you don't know if it's got to me yet, if you sent it late, just send me a quick message and I can let you know. I've only received 2 since our last opening, so if you didn't see yours in the last opening and it's these last 2, then I'm happy to wait. Of course, we'll be able to find something if it arrives late. We were really excited that our Channel 10 Making It show is starting this Wednesday, and if you want to be part of our chat group, head over to P2PCrafts Making It Posse, where we're going to chat about all things about the show. And like we said, Sandown is 4 weeks away and we'll be taking that show online on the 15th, 16th and 17th of October. So really looking forward to seeing you there. So this is Michelle signing off. I hope you have a crafty day.